Do not upgrade the SLL daggers. This is them on level 1. Save your Radianite, Padawan.
Hello, I'm Justin, and this is the YouTube channel urnotjustin, where we buy every single skin on Valorant, and we have 3 minutes and 54 seconds left until the Valiant Hero Collection goes. And you may have noticed, I didn't actually buy this thing, and that's because I bought all the peripheral stuff, and we're gonna wait until the next night market that this could be applicable come. So it's gonna be like 1 or 2 night markets, and then these skins will come in here. I don't think the staff will come, but we'll see. We are here to talk about a very big collection coming out, and that is Sentinels of Light 2.0, another 2.0 collection among many 2.0 collections. Sentinels of Light is pretty special because it's Riot related. It's League of Legends related. This is like the Riot skin collection. We got 3 minutes left until it comes out. I'm gonna stop talking about it. We're gonna go straight to it. All right, we got 5 seconds left until the all-new Sentinels of Light collection comes out. Here it is, kind of early. It was like 4 seconds actually. 8,700 for the entire set. This set will be here for 21 days, which is very long, 3 weeks in total. With this collection, we have 8 items in total, 5 skins, 3 items. Every item is starting at 2,175 VP. The melee is 4,350. All of this stuff as well, take notice, is exclusive edition, so you will not be getting this in your night markets. However, let's stop talking about it and let's buy it. 8,700 VP for the entire thing. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Cool. Alrighty, so these are your 5 Sentinels of Light skins from the 2.0 set, and the first thing that we're going to take a look at here is the melee. The Relic Stone Daggers. This one is really interesting for a number of reasons. This brings entirely new animations, as you guys are getting ready to see here, and you might not even need to upgrade this for reasons which I will show you. But first and foremost, what I want to talk about here in comparison is the Gaia's Fury from the 2.0 set of Gaia's Vengeance. This was a little bit of a letdown for a number of reasons because it's just reusing the axe, and if you go and use it at level 1, you can use it in just the dagger, which I think is really cool and redeeming for the entire set. Now, you may be thinking, well, with the Sentinels of Light 2.0 daggers, level 1, surely you could just use one of the daggers. And looking at it right now, it's looking like that is absolutely not the case. So before we upgrade anything at all, let's go and take a look at it in the range real quick to see what this looks like unupgraded. But before we continue, are you tired of playing like this, Reyna? Then you might be interested in getting free access to pro coaching from Gosu Academy, today's sponsor. More specifically, signing up for Gosu Academy's Valorant Academy, a monthly training program where you can get sessions that will teach you, a Valorant player, to rank up faster and play more like the pros. And one of the ways that you'll be helped is by being coached by the pros. If you've been struggling on Valorant, or maybe you've hit a plateau, Gosu Academy's daily community TED-Bans will teach you everything that you need to know, including how to play in a team-based environment, the way that the pros do. And when I say that the Valorant Academy will offer you the most high-tier coaches possible, we are talking about franchise players with many resources from Gosu Academy, like VOD replay reviews, lectures that will teach you things like the best positional configurations, common high elo mistakes, how to create win conditions, playing confidently as a player, and more in-depth concepts like how to anchor. If you want to reach the peaks that you're capable of reaching as a Valorant player, click the link in the description or in the pinned comment and start your free trial. The first 100 people will get free access from using my links. I wholeheartedly recommend it. Okay, so here we are at the range. Interesting. I would like to remind you, this is absolutely 0 upgrades right here. So you really could probably get away and save some Radianite if you just did not upgrade this at all, because you still get the animations and you'll probably just be missing the sounds and some VFX. So again, let's just take a look at the pullout, the brandish, and we'll swing it a few times. I really don't think it's necessary to upgrade this, but again, we'll look at this fully upgraded along with everything else. Alrighty, here we are back at the inventory, and we're going to upgrade these things as always in the order that I think that they should be upgraded in. And per usual, the first 2 things that you're going to want to upgrade are always going to want to be the rifle and of course the melee. So I think we're going to start with the melee. Obviously, it's only 1 upgrade, and obviously it's just going to be 10 Radianite. Boom. So nothing really changes with this, just from like upgrading it in the inventory here. So look, it's on level 2 right now. We put it back on level 1. Nothing changes. And that's, again, what I'm sort of getting at here is like, maybe you don't need to upgrade this, but we'll make that call once we look at it in the range. Next up, we have Sentinels of Light 2 Phantom. This one's pretty exciting. I'm excited to see and sort of hear all of this, but 3 upgrades in total, 30 Radianite plus the 15 for any variant that you may want. Let's upgrade it. Nice, pretty cool. Before I forget, let's put on the buddy. So here is the Sentinels of Light 2.0 buddy. Here is the 1.0 buddy. You guys will probably remember this, and maybe you see it around. I know that I do when I play this game. The 2.0 buddy is special this time around because you equip it, and if you pay close attention, it changes with the variants. Again, you know, this is what everybody should do, and it's a shame that they can't just go through and make it be so the older buddies also do this too, but here all the variants are for it. See, it's cool and it changes, and it's just what these buddies should just do by default. It's sad that they don't. And just for the sake of it, we're going to experiment with it real quick. Doesn't change still. In another video that comes out later today as well, we're doing 2 videos today. I'm going to show you guys both Sentinels of Light 1 and 2 in one video in the same collection because I have all these skins as a reminder, and we're going to test to see if the buddy works on this. So stay tuned for that video later on today. Bell for notifications, baby. However, moving onwards here, we have all kinds of Radiant to be spending on this stuff, and we are going in order of what I would do. And again, this is just sort of my recommendation. It's all anecdotal. What I would do next is the Shorty. I say this every time a Shorty skin comes out, but there was a point where there were no good Shorty skins. And now we just have so many options, and Sentinels of Light just really adds to that sentiment to where the Shorty is just like, what skin do you want for it now versus like, what is the best skin? There's no longer a best skin for the Shorty because there's just so much of these skins that you can have. Let's upgrade it. Cool stuff. So obviously we have all the classic variants here, and you may or may not know that because they did in fact change what the actual logos for them look like. But we have classic pink, the watermelon variant, which I really love because it has this nice cream color on it too. And of course, a really big fan favorite being purple. Something else that's important to note with this, you may have noticed it earlier, is when we go to the Vandals and we look at the Sentinels of Light Vandal, they also changed logos for that, which I think is really good because small quality of life things simply matter. They could have just left it, been super lazy about it, but they changed it, which is good. We're going to upgrade the rest of this stuff, and it's really at your own discretion, like how you want to do this. Like you could go any direction with this if you truly wanted to. I could see people probably upgrading the Spectre more than the Odin, and that's just because you're going to be using the Spectre more. Like there's going to be rare instances where you're using the Odin because it's like a joke weapon, right? So we'll just do it in sort of the natural order here by doing the Spectre. We had 150 Radiantite, and now we're down to 65, dude. Radiantite too expensive. Lower the price of it, make it free. Lastly, we just have the Odin here. Let's do it. It's nice. I almost completely forgot to show you guys as well, but with the old Sentinels of Light collection, with the 1.0, the Vandal, and all that original stuff, if we head over to the 2.0 collection and we take a look at the finisher, it actually changes with the variant that you're using, which is pretty neat. Let's take a look. So that's pretty cool, right? When we look at the first Vandal's finisher where it's all just the same, with 2.0, it is entirely better across the board because you get 4 different finishers in total. Okay, so we have all of this really neato stuff upgraded from the Sentinels of Light collection. We're going to go and take a look at all of it in the range now. Every single in and out, we're going to see it. Let's go right to it now. All right, here we are in the range. First thing that we're gonna look at here, I'm curious about these daggers to see what exactly the difference is between unupgraded and upgraded. Let's take a look. Truly all you're getting, okay, is some particles and some slight sound effects. This should not be upgraded ever. It is not worth the upgrades, and I'm saying that right now, and that's a hill that I'm willing to die on. Save your Radiantite for the rest of this collection because this truly does not need to be upgraded because it already comes with the animations. This is absolutely not to slight this item in any way, by the way. This is really, really cool. I love this a lot. Do I wish I could hold this with one hand? Absolutely, but just don't upgrade it. That's really all there is to it. You don't need to. It's good, and you also get to save some money. We have a handful of stuff to look at, though, so let's just get some of it out here. We'll get out the Shorty and the Spectre. Oh, look at that pull-up for the Spectre. That's actually kind of crazy. So let's take a look at all this. Melee. Spectre. Shorty. Let's do all of it, no words. This stuff really feels like it comes out a lot quicker than, like, the default pull-out. It's kind of crazy. I'm curious about this, though. Look at that. cool. You load little crystals into the crystals, which is really great. Slow-mo of that. We're going to smoke a few bots here. I dig it. It has those classic, like, sort of crystal clanking sounds that everybody really likes. That sort of vibrant and crystal sound, you know? Okay, we'll go on to the Spectre now. I love that pullout, dude. Look at that. Slow-mo of that, dude. Here's the ADS, classic SOL ADS. Wow, look at that. Looking really good. So, I don't know if you guys remember this. Sentinels of Light is a super old collection, the first one. And people really did not like it in comparison to Prime and Reaver because that's sort of what it was competing with at the time. Was that and like maybe Origin, which people also didn't like because of Prime and Reaver. And we're here full circle now, and this is just so cool, like, over a lot of the things that you may like in this game. I really dig that reload. Let's get to that Phantom, which I know is what you guys are all personally here to see. They really made the crystals, like, super big this time around. Look at that. Look how big the crystals are. That's actually kind of crazy. What's sort of mesmerizing about this is take a look at the reload in slow motion. Look at the nice little smoke trail it leaves behind. Very satisfying to look at. That was one of the big complaints with the first collection, is that the Vandal, when you fired it, would leave a muzzle flash that was like really bright that people would argue is distracting. And with this, it's sort of the same, honestly, if you look at it. Really solid cop for sure, though, and it feels really good. Like, just on the first feel of this, like, sometimes you're kind of unsure. With this, I think this definitely feels good, and people will like this, like, going forward. Out of ammo. And now we're just left with one item, and that is the Odin, which I am very excited for. Let's take a look at the pullout. A little bit ridiculous. It's just like a crazy item, dude. Take a look at that muzzle flash when I mag dump here. Crazy stuff, huh? Bandolier they put inside of it is pretty cool. I like how that looks. I dig it. It's alright. I've been looking at these skins now for like 3 years. We're on the 4th year, like I said. And am I a little bit tired of it? Probably not the proper way to put that. But there is some elements with these skins that will always excite me. And again, like, people have kind of been hating on 2.0s lately, and I think that 2.0s are just a reminder of like how much we actually used to love this game, and that's sort of a saving grace with this collection for me. All right, this is part of the video where I'm going to show you guys what this stuff looks like in left-handed mode. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to show you. Pretty neat. What do you guys think? Leave your comments down below, and of course, like the video if you're enjoying it so far. Here we are on Ascent. Here's the spray. Wow, so cool, so clean. Way better than the first spray, I'll say that much. All right, here we are back in the inventory, and like we're just going to talk about, is this worth it or not? I'm going to keep it really brief to you. Do I think that this entire collection, Sentinels of Light 2.0, is worth it? Honestly, I kind of think so. I think that it is, and it's because you look at the parallel of Sentinels of Light 1, which had a Vandal and a Sheriff, which are two very popular items in the whole game. You want to sort of match that again in every way possible without just making skins for those exact same weapons. And they tried to do that here by making it be entirely different. And this has a lot of pluses and maybe some small imperfections with it. I think the weakest part of this whole set is maybe the Odin, and that's just me sort of nitpicking this because it's an item that's just kind of weird to use. But then when you look at Sentinels of Light 1, you realize that they already have an operator skin. So like, what would have you given this instead of the Odin? Like, again, it's not really a knock at it, so to speak, but again, it's just because like you have to think like, what did they have to work with here and what did they do? They stayed true to the original Sentinels of Light, giving it all the same variants. Something that Sentinels of Light 1 lacked was the first melee that they made being the Relic of the Sentinel. This is not a very good melee. It's unique for sure, but for the most part, it's just kind of like, I don't know, ugly's a mean word, but it's not really sending its best. This is a ridiculous item, and it's just like huge. It's like walking around with giant Laffy Taffy, dude. And when you look at Sentinels of Light 2.0, these Relic Stone daggers are just infinitely better. Like, can you have just one in your hand? No, but that's not really a big deal. And then likewise as well, like, it's kind of just really good that you don't even need to upgrade this. So I think that in terms of like which set is better, like Sentinels of Light 1 or 2, they're both so evenly matched. And I think that you could get away with getting either of the skins from either of those sets entirely equally. I think they did a really good job with the skin set this time around, just by simply making it be on the exact same level or as close to the same level as the first set as possible. And I truly commend them for that because, you know, it's kind of hard in this day and age, like with the direction that skins are going, just the direction that the game in general is going. Like, people are definitely getting tired of the stuff that comes out into this game, and the standard, so to speak, has definitely been raised. Like, people want more from what they've been getting. And, you know, this is a good reminder of like, hey, we know what we're doing and we're doing it right now. Here it is for you. Like, you wanted something of the same quality as like the first year of this game. You got it. And here it is, dude. I'm just one guy, and I know that you guys are a collective group of people out there, and I love you for it. So leave your comments down below on what you guys are thinking about this set. Are you going to be copying it? Does anything about this set really catch your eye? Like, is there something about it that you don't like? Literally leave all of your thoughts and comments down below and start a discussion about it, because I do care about the things that are said about all of this stuff. I want to know what the community feels about this, and these videos are a good way of getting to the bottom of it. But I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this skin review video. I love you guys so much, and I thank you for watching. As always, I'm Justin, and you're not. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, click the bell for notifications so you don't miss any videos at all whatsoever, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later on today, we're going to have Ultimate Sentinels Light Collection. Love you guys. Stay tuned.
Cultivate, let that word go resonate, dominate your mind. If you need me, I can demonstrate. Synthesize the rhythm and forget about your mistakes. Let it go, let it go. Cultivate, let that word go resonate, dominate your mind. If you need me, I can demonstrate. Synthesize the rhythm and forget about your mistakes. Let it go, let it go.